My name is Cindy Hafner, and I'd like to tell you how successful my business became after I ran an article in the business profile in the Senior Perspective. Country Consignments is located a mile and a quarter north of Rose City. I have over 400 consigners that are displaying their wares. I've got new crafts and antiques and collectibles, and it's all displayed beautifully in my 1930s vintage barn. And I started way last summer thinking about what can I do to boost my business, and I inquired with the Senior Perspective, and they told me the price, and I thought, oh, that's a lot of money to spend. I have to think on that. But then by fall, Jim Arvidsson came around and we talked a little more about it, and I thought, I want to do that, Jim. And he said, well, then you should book a spot. I paint barn quilts, so I wanted to do a barn quilt tour, a garden tour, and then I had a garage sale, and I also had my barn open, and I scheduled it for July 30th and 31st during the same time the Rose City Threshing was going on, so I could make use of the traffic over there too. Anyway, I had no idea what to expect, but that article came out July 1st, and people were coming out already, and by July 2nd, I already had that article paid for. It was incredible. I couldn't believe it. And people were coming from all over. I had people from Morris, Hancock, Elba Lake, New York Mills. I had a bus of 40 people come from Melrose. I had a group of 21 people that were staying at the old KOA campground. Morning Glory Garden Club from Deer Creek. And 2 weeks ago, I had a lady come from South Dakota, and she said, I saw your story in the Senior Perspective. And I'm like, the paper gets way out to South Dakota? And she goes, no, I subscribe to it. And the lady says, I just love that paper. They have the best articles and the best recipes. So talk about coverage. And she was meeting her sister who was coming from Wisconsin. So they were coming from both directions. Nancy, I thought, did a very good job writing the article, because people really did read the article. They would get out of the car and they would start looking at the cupola, and they would start looking at the ventilation system, and they'd ask me about what are those boxes are upstairs, and that was all stuff that was in the article. I even got recognition from my bank. They sent me a thing in the mail saying good news travels fast. They cut out the article. That same weekend, the weekend of the 30th and the 31st, I surpassed all my sales since I opened 8 years ago. And I ended up July 51%. And if August continues like it is, I'll probably be up another 20-25% for August. I have met so many nice people. They were just happy to find me. They didn't even know I existed out here. And they kept telling me, well, we'll be back. And I've had a lot of repeat business already. So thank you, Jim and the staff at the Senior Perspective, for producing such a wonderful article for me. And it's just been a really fun and wild and crazy summer.